like that. Woo!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Club Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, as well as like, share, and subscribe all of our YouTube videos. Hit that like button, get the notifications out there. You know what I'm saying? Wipe your feet before you enter this house. Let's get it popping. All right, man. So first thing is first. I appreciate y'all coming through. Let you know, choose to support the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, as well as if you guys want to continue to show your love and support, the Cash App, donate. It's right there in the ticker. It's going to be $ BJ Matthews. Again, $ BJ Matthews for the content that we put out there. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure it's A1 quality. So we really appreciate anything that y'all do for the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Um, this is a subject that was supposed to be done yesterday, but with the whole DeAndre Ayton situation, him getting his deal match for the Phoenix Suns, I had to cover that one yesterday. But this morning we're going to talk about what I initially had planned for yesterday, and that's the Russell Westbrook situation. Um, Now this has been going on for man over the last season, pretty much going on since the All-Star break. The Lakers have been trying to trade Russell Westbrook um, to another team. They've been trying to get off of Russell Westbrook's contract. I think he's making about 47 million coming up next year. Um, they signed him in a three-way trade or a three. They signed away three players to get him from Washington: Kyle Kuzma, KCP, and Montrezl Harrell. That was the three players they traded to get Westbrook to come to LA. Initially, Laker fans were excited because they said that they have a super team. We all know Russell Westbrook's history. He is a superstar. As far as about 4 or 5 years ago, he's a bona fide superstar, one of the top 3 point guards in the NBA. But due to this playing style of the Lakers and him not being used to being the third option to a team, we've seen Russell Westbrook have somewhat of a down year if you let the media tell it. My man, how you doing, Mrs. Davis? Nice to see you again. Um, so this whole situation with Westbrook, it's gotten to the point where I think it's somewhat even messed up him mentally. Throughout the season, you can see it, in his play, in his game, that basically he's been somewhat drained by all the criticism and all the backlash, what I'm saying, the humiliation, not just by his play, but also by the media. And that's why I say the media is responsible for Russell Westbrook's trade value. Now, before you guys roll your eyes and say, what are you talking about? Russell Westbrook needs to play better. Russell Westbrook needs to do this, blase, blase. I just want y'all to hear me out. Again, I always tell y'all, if y'all disagree, I'd welcome it. But I really hope that y'all just hear me out, and then I'm going to let y'all come in and, say whichever y'all need to say about the situation. But let's just look at Russell Westbrook's career numbers. What has he done in his career from top to bottom, right? And let me move this out the way so y'all can see. So Russell Westbrook entered the league in 2008 and 2008 draft. He's played with 4 teams. He's played with OKC for 10 seasons, and then from there he went on to the Houston Rockets in 19, and then the Washington Wizards in 2020, and then last with the LA Lakers. So if we look at his statistics, games played, minutes, points, field goal percentage, rebounds, assists. What do we know about Russell Westbrook? Well, he's been known as a guy who's a triple-double king. Originally, that was Oscar Robertson who held that title as being the triple-double king, where you averaging double points, double rebounds, and double assists for a season. Now, Oscar Robertson did that one time. Russell Westbrook, as y'all can see, from 2016 into 2018, did it 4 years in a row, or 3 seasons in a row, right? From 2016 to 2018, he averaged triple-double 3 years in a row. And that was the reason why he got that MVP in 2017, because we've never seen nothing like that before. So the reason why I'm bringing up this is because if we compare his career numbers, we see that he averages, high rebounds, high assists for a guard, and he's, scoring around, I would say, an average of 22 to 25 points per game. If we're talking about everything in totality, all 13 seasons, Russell Westbrook's averaging between 22 and 25 points for his entire career. He's very durable. Usually, he plays, majority of the games. As y'all can see, the first 3 seasons he played all 82 games, and then in 2011 he got that knee injury. That leg injury that kept him out for quite some time, and then he played 82 games again in 2012. The lot in 2013, he played 46 games, 14, 67 games, and then 2015 to 2017, 80 plus games, and then from 2018 and beyond, he played about around at least 60 games, except in 2019 where they had the COVID year. So all in all, Russell Westbrook is pretty durable. He plays hard, he plays tough, he plays very riled up, and that's pretty much who he's. That's who he is as a player. My guy plays for Keep, little bro. I see you, man. Appreciate the love, man. Plays for Keep. I'm gonna make sure to give you a wrench, bro, so you can you show so much love to the podcast. I'm gonna give you a wrench. As Dave said, I like Westbrook, but I just believe he had a bad season. I also feel like he should have stayed in Washington. Yeah, I'm gonna get to all that, Miss Davis. Appreciate that comment. But all in all, if we look at Russell Westbrook number, I mean, he's if you look at the sheet, if a person just looked at the stat sheet and didn't look at game film or nothing like that, they'd be like, oh, these are good numbers. Even if you're talking about 2021, if you just look at the stat sheet, he played 78 games. He scored 18 points per game as the third option behind LeBron and Anthony Davis. He averaged 7 rebounds and 7 assists. Though that's an all-star year for about 90% of players. Right? He shot 44% from the field, but he's been shooting around that for his entire career. In 2019, he shot 47% with James Harden as a second option. But all in all, around 44, 45%. That's what Russell Westbrook's been shooting his entire career. He shot the same this year. But it's all in all, it's been like Russell Westbrook. This has been like such a horrific year that he's just been so bad. And, his trade values went down. Nobody wants him, X, Y, and Z. Right? Now, let me just go back to history again. Russell Westbrook's played for 4 different teams. Let's start with the OKC Thunder. He played with them for 10 seasons. Now, what do we know about Russell Westbrook and OKC? A lot of people gravitated Russell Westbrook because of his amazing athleticism, his amazing heart, his amazing play. People just loved his energy. Y'all can see in the OKC crowd, he brought life to that team, even more so than Kevin Durant. You can make the case that Russell Westbrook is the most beloved OKC Thunder player in NBA in OKC Thunder history. Right, the way Kevin Durant left the city of Oklahoma City, it put it in Russell Westbrook's hands from 2017 to 2017, 2018. It put that responsibility in his hands. In 2019, to basically carry that load once KD left the team. So I think that was giving him the title as being Mr. Thunder, right? Then you talk about him going to the Houston Rockets with James Harden. Now again, like I just said with the stats, he averaged 27 points per game with Houston, right? And if y'all remember, starting off in the season, he was somewhat struggling, to find his niche on the Houston Rockets. But I think midway from the season in the half throughout the half season to the end, Russell Westbrook was one of the top players in the NBA. This was just 2 seasons ago. This was just 2 seasons ago when it was with the COVID year. He was playing probably the best, one of the best players in the NBA at that time. The Houston Rockets, I believe, were the 4th seed in the West going into the playoffs in the COVID bubble. And Russell Westbrook was averaging 27 points playing off of James Harden. You know what I'm saying? So all was good, but with that. Then he gets dealt to the Washington Wizards for John Wall. Now, Washington is not a team that gets a lot of TV publicity and exposure, but what I do know in this situation is that Bradley Beal, their star player at the time, and still their star player now that they picked up that extension, that 5-year extension, Supermax deal, he missed some time during that season. And the Washington Wizards were one of the worst teams in the league starting off in that year. I don't know if y'all remember the game where Bradley Beal was on the bench in Houston. They were getting beat by I want to say around 30 points. And Bradley Beal was just, looking down, shaking his head, what I'm saying, just couldn't believe just the amount of embarrassment was going on. The Washington Wizards were bad. Right? Now, once Beal went down and Westbrook got the control of the team, he was able to help lead that team to the playoffs because that's how Russell Westbrook is. If you give him his own team, he's going to give you high energy with the ball in his hands. Remember, in OKC, he made the playoffs every year without Kevin Durant being there. Now they didn't make it past the first round. They got beat by Golden State, and they got beat by Portland in a game in round one. But all in all, and I think they got beat by Utah too. All in all, um, he's somewhat that, once you give him his own team, he will find a way to flourish and, take him over the overhaul. He's going to give you a lot of highlights. He's going to give you a lot of, amazing dunks. And they led Washington to the playoffs, a place they haven't been in a number of years. I think since they had John Wall healthy in 2000, either 16 or 17. Right, so that was an accomplishment to itself. And then he gets dealt again to the Lakers for 3 players. You're talking about Kyle Kuzma, KCP, and Montrezl Harrell. That was the 3 players that got traded for Russell Westbrook. And I think a pick, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. But this is where he got landed out this year. Now, I want to show y'all something before I continue. I'm going to come back. But this is what I say. I think the media has somewhat messed up Russell Westbrook's reputation. Okay? I'm going to play 2 videos about a minute long, so I want y'all to bear with me, sit back and enjoy it. Let's get it going.
Once again, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time once again, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, for our daily ritual here on Undisputed, the Russell Westbrook turnover tape. Here we go. We got all 7 of them. What is that? Russ, what are you doing? What were you thinking there? Russ, are you thinking? Oh, Russ, dribbled off your own foot, I believe. Whoops. Russ, 7 turnovers. Russ, easy. No, that's just a bad idea. Jalen Green intercepts that. Russ, we're about to get to the.
This is my
favorite of the night. Whoops.
Oh my goodness.
Russ,
that's like I'm like, are you kidding me?
Lost the handle and lost it out of bounds. Russ, no, you lobbed it to the up to the backboard. Yep. Russ, you can't dribble between 2 guys. They teach you that in grade school, right? Russ, think. No, there are 2 guys in between you and your target, right? The bank was closed on this one because Russ tries a jumper here late in the 3rd quarter. They're up 1, and he shoots it so high up, he hits the tip top of the backboard. Russ, and again, demoralized.
So that was some highlights of Undisputed, if you don't know, with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, where they talked about Russell Westbrook, his play with the LA Lakers this past season, which there were some segments I did find fun. I'm not going to lie, when it first started with Russell Westbrook, missing layups and missing dunks. I found it funny. I found it pretty hilarious. But then as time went on, I was like, man, they're kind of going really overboard with this situation. Yeah, Skip is a trip, man. But let me play you got one more video and I'm gonna come back. This is another blooper reel of Russell Westbrook, but it's not just him with the Lakers, but him with other teams, pretty much doing the same thing. All right, so here we go. What?
Buster. No other way. Wide open. Feels the need for speed. I saw it was a little left on Coach Bud. 5 years as the head coach of the Hawks. Trying to get the dribble going as it was on the floor, and it's going to be taken. Westbrook around the LeBron. Misses the slam. Rebound LeBron out here for it. Westbrook making it even here. Got a timeout. Out the ball. Aaron Snow. And Westbrook. I'm not sure what he was thinking there.
All right. Now, I played that one because I wanted to come try to show y'all a point. The bottom line is that Russell Westbrook, as y'all saw again, he just didn't make these blooper reels just when he was with the Lakers. He's been doing this his entire career, right? He's been doing this his entire career of him making boneheaded plays. I seen one time Russell Westbrook literally somebody inbounding the ball to him. This was against the Warriors. Somebody inbounded the ball to him. I can't remember who it was. Russell Westbrook picked the ball up off the floor and was literally walking with it like for 3-4 steps and then pointing, trying to direct traffic at the same time. Now, anybody knows basketball, that's a travel. You can't walk with the ball. You have to dribble it. But it looked like he was just like under some type of mind control. Mr. Smooth, what's good with you, brother? Just cooking this early this morning. But anybody that knows Russell Westbrook knows that that's what he's been doing his entire career. So what has changed so much that he's become so untradeable that no one wants him, because that no one wants to deal with him? Lakers can't find any type of trade partner for him. He's done the same thing. Y'all just saw in the video. He's been doing the same thing his entire career. Nothing's changed. He's still averaging around the same. If y'all can see the stats, he's averaging around the same amount of production as a third option at 18 points per game and 7 rebounds, 7 assists. It's like the same thing as averaging 25, 10 and 10 as the first or second option. Again, what has changed? Is it because he's playing in LA and there's such a microscope that people actually see the actual bonehead stuff that he does? Is that he's playing with LeBron? And I don't mean to talk about LeBron, but every third superstar he gets, or every third star he gets, it seems to be like they seem to, sort of lose their credibility. You think of Chris Bosh with the Miami Heat when he had LeBron as a third star behind LeBron D. Wade. People were blaming Chris Bosh for things that really they shouldn't have been blaming him for. Right? And then you go to Cleveland, Kevin Love, he seems to somewhat be nullified as the scapegoat because he wasn't putting up enough production. Then you talk about Russell Westbrook. The problem is that when you are a third superstar to LeBron, you have to play under his system. But with playing under LeBron, you have to be able to. He plays better with guys who can shoot outside threes and be sharpshooters. He doesn't play well with a lot of guys that play like him, playmakers who just usually attack the basket. He needs guys to make shots for him. So that's why you had a guy like Kevin Love looking the way he looked, because you had him spotting up for threes that he had to turn to a spot shooter. Kevin Love was never that before he got with LeBron. Chris Bosh, the same thing. He had to do a lot of things to make LeBron look to be comfortable. Usually, if you're a superstar player, you're supposed to make it easier for everybody else because you're good enough to get off by yourself. Right? Russell Westbrook, him and LeBron are the same person. Attack the basket, fearless, head of steam, but LeBron's a bigger, better version. So obviously they're gonna let LeBron be LeBron before they let Russ be Russ. But my thing is, again, if LeBron's so great, then he should be able to allow Russ to play the way he needs to play. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, I sincerely believe the media is the reason why this guy is being untradeable. I'm not making excuses for him. I'm not saying that he hasn't played, he's not made boneheaded decisions. But all I'm saying is that why are people so surprised that this is how he's been? He's been the same player his entire career. Oh, we got to trade him. We got to get him off the Lakers. We can't deal with him. Like, bro, he's been the same player his whole career. Did you get mesmerized by the, unbelievable dunks and, the in-your-face trash talking? Did you get, distracted by that, man? He's been the same player his entire career, bro. You know what I mean? So just be mindful of that, y'all. Y'all have to be understanding, like, it's more than what the media puts out there, man. This is why I do not really support mainstream media, like, because I just see the games they play. They got Shannon Sharp. They got guys like Shannon Sharp and Nick Wright, Colin Cowherd, Kendrick Perkins used to be to an extent. Guys who just sit up there and just put up their pom-poms for if something's not working out for LeBron, they just want to get rid of it. This whole thing about Westbrook, this is all about getting rid of Westbrook. They don't care about the Lakers. That's why I'm saying the Lakers have been unsuccessful because number one, they did not protect him as far as the media. Nobody has came out one time with the Lakers and said, "Hey, this is our player. Stop downing him. Stop talking trash about him." They just continue to allow him just to continue to be the scapegoat. So all I'm saying is like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I just think the media again has made it to this guy's being untradeable because if this be something different if he was playing bad like this all of a sudden. But dude, Russell Westbrook is one of those type of players. You gotta let him be him. He's gonna do something spectacular, but he's gonna do something really stupid. So the Lakers are stuck with Westbrook, man. It is what it is. Like they need to make it work for him, make it comfortable as possible for him to be the best version of himself. But I also think Westbrook may be a little bit checked out of the situation itself because he looked at last season as like somewhat being backstabbed. I'm just being honest with you. His play got worse and worse as the noise and all the criticism got louder and louder because he didn't play bad the entire year. There was games that he did play well. Y'all call that game in Toronto where he hit the game-winning shot. You call that game in Utah where he had that vicious dunk down the lane, I think on Rudy Gobert. Right? So he's played well in certain games this season. It was more than just him. It was the fact that they didn't have enough defenders. That was the number one thing. It was the fact that LeBron was the only really scoring option. It was the fact that Anthony Davis was constantly hurt on and on. It was the fact that they didn't have respect much for the coach, which is crazy to me because he won a title for them just 2 seasons ago. So the Lakers just had issue after issue, but it just seemed to pile up on Westbrook's front door. And I'm like, that just comes off as you trying to, again, make him the scapegoat. Right? But I'm going to let y'all in, man. Let y'all, what I'm saying, what y'all think about the situation. Do you think the media has messed up Russell Westbrook's trade value? Do you guys blame Westbrook's play more than the media putting out there? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I'm here. I'm open to hear everything, man. I'm open to hear whatever y'all opinions are. You know what I'm saying? Smooth shot for YT said LeBron game is limited, so he can play with only 4 spaces, and actually they make him better, not the other way around. Been seeing it, yeah. And that's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be you the superstar, you make your teammates better. But it isn't. But what's crazy is the narrative has been put out there that LeBron makes his teammates better. I mean, I don't know how that could be when their production seems to go down, or when stuff doesn't get done, or when they fall short, they the ones get the blame. Like I say, Skip Bayless may be over the board a little bit with his takes on LeBron. I do think that. But what he does do is provide a counterbalance, because really it's like looking in the mirror if you're Shannon Sharp, because the same way he goes at LeBron is the same way you go for LeBron, which is delusional in certain situations. So I don't really feel no type of way about it, because if you didn't have a Skip Bayless, you basically would just have a fan base of people in the media who would not be able to honestly critique him the way that he needs to be critiqued. So if y'all want to jump in here, feel free. And yeah, hit that Cash App right below in the ticker, $BJ Matthews. As well as hit that like button, man. Definitely appreciate y'all coming through. We're gonna also be on tomorrow. Got another hot topic. I know I've been putting out video after video, but we gotta make up for, I think, about 2-3 days we didn't put nothing out, so we just gotta put up the content and make up for it, man. Like some of these YouTubers are putting up like 2-3 videos a day. So I'm like, I gotta get my weight up. Get my weight up, bruh. What up, Bruce?
Hey man, what's up? How you doing?
Oh man, I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm all right. I'm okay.
Yeah. It's crazy live we had last night.
Oh yeah, yeah. Aiden, yeah.
What's your view on this, man?
Uh, Westbrook is very talented, but um, I don't think I want him as my primary leader. But I do not like Westbrook as a player. I like his fire because if a lot of players had the Westbrook mentality, like, hey, I'm here to compete all game, the
Mhm.
NBA would be much better. Um, he does commit a lot of stupid mistakes on the floor, turnovers and stuff. But I think this year there it has been too much, too much. I mean, I can understand once in a while, like twice a week or something, but every day, every segment. Sometimes
Yeah.
I watch Undisputed. You should call it a Westbrook bashing show. I mean, Shannon Sharp is not doing it directly, but he's hyping Skip Bayless when he does his bloopers. And I think Shannon Sharp as he should be he should be labeled as Westbrook representative. I mean LeBron rep on
Right.
TV. I mean, eh, I think the Westbrook thing has been too much. Too much, man. Too much. Now just take a break. It's like every day, man.
Hmm.
I mean, and Lakers fans already uh pissed off, you know? They already on edge. They're gonna go at Westbrook on the street. And you hear about Westbrook kid or son or child dealing with other kids. I mean, the other kids hear their parents talking about Westbrook. So
Hmm.
I
Nah.
mean, Westbrook needs to get better, yes. And his personality, he needs to. I don't know if he's humble or what. Sometimes people need to be checked to get better. And I think Westbrook,
Hmm.
that needs to happen to him. Maybe that happened to him a little bit. He changed his way, like he tried to do a triple double when KD left. Now I think he's too obsessed with being doing the triple double. But yeah, but the Westbrook bashing, it's too much.
Yeah. I this is my whole thing with that, and that's a good take that you just said. My thing is that he's been doing this his entire career. He's not is nothing changed. Like, again, if it was something that he just started doing after playing, if he was playing like smart basketball his whole career and just started doing, okay, you have a point. But he's made turnovers, bad boneheaded turnovers. He's missed dunks, missed layups, but other players have done the same thing. I mean, you look at JaVale McGee. I mean, a lot of his value was brought down because of all the Shaq the Fool segments they put on him. And I think the media ignorantly does not understand. Like when you constantly do that and bash a person over and over, these NBA owners and these teams, you don't think they watch shows like this? They watch shows like this all the time. Like the reason why Westbrook got to the Lakers is because people did not see him being this bad. But again, he's done this before. It's nothing new. So that's why I said people probably just didn't watch the games. I don't think many of these media pundits actually watch the games. I think they watch a lot of highlights. I think they look at box scores. I think they don't analyze the game. Um, but when highlights are quick and easy to watch, if you see a guy a 2 3 minute highlight what you just saw on Undisputed, you'd be like, damn, this dude's bad. I'm not signing him. You know what I mean? Because it's like that. I can't win with that. So what's the difference? Why is it so bad now if he's been doing the same thing? Like I gotta ask you that question. Why is it so different now?
Uh, what is it so? Why is it so different with the way they're treating Westbrook?
Exactly.
Uh, like you said, people don't watch games. Um, I've talked to a lot of people. They don't really watch games. I mean, my sister used to watch the whole game, but she doesn't watch game anymore. It's highlights and box score. And when we're talking basketball to her, I mean, she's saying things like, "Oh, this and this. Look at the how much points the person is like LeBron." So she's a Lakers fan. So she, oh, look how much points LeBron is have had. And I'm like, you didn't watch the game. He was stat padding.
Hmm.
So Le- Westbrook on the Lakers is more like more eyeballs, and he's playing with LeBron. And LeBron has a lot of minions. What I mean, LeBron could score 0 points and they would blame the other people on the team. So uh, all the LeBron's fans, millions fans, they're gonna find a way why LeBron is failing. So LeBron is failing with the Lakers because of Westbrook. So Westbrook is the scapegoat, and the way that he is, he does not have a friendly face. I'm not saying he's ugly. He doesn't. He always looks angry. So
Hmm. Hmm.
there's another way that people um, are finding a way to blame him, and he's always snapping at reporters. He's not very report friendly with reporters. So that's another
Yeah.
way that reporters are blaming him as well.
Right. Right. It's almost like he puts stuff on. I'm not gonna lie. Like some things he's not media trained. He's definitely not media trained. He's very
Yeah.
vulgar. He says what's on his mind, and I think he understands. Like, oh, I hope he does that. He understands. Like, if you put that energy out there, don't be surprised if somebody reports it. Don't be surprised if somebody, in the media, because at the end of the day, they're gonna get some with the last word because they control the narrative. That's their job. If I go out and put a story about Russell Westbrook, even though it's not true, I'm gonna get the ears and eyes of many people because most of the time people don't really care too much about facts. They care about being entertained, and that's what this media has become with Undisputed and First Take. Like the ratings, if the ratings are not high, they're gonna do something to try to spice it up. And Skip Bayless and them found a niche by continuously embarrassing Russell Westbrook because people are tuning in to see it. But it definitely can see could take a toll on you. Like, and I saw it too. Westbrook, he didn't know what his role was on that team. He didn't know. One day he would be the second option because AD would be out. Some days he might be the first option because LeBron and AD would be out, and then other days he would be the third option when AD and LeBron were in, and he couldn't find his niche. I don't know if he could have came off the bench, that would have helped, but I just think his ego is too big that he was hard. He didn't want to swallow that. He didn't want to come off the bench. That's just my opinion.
Westbrook needs to have new PR. Just do like LeBron, Curry, all of those people who are media friendly. They have sit downs interviews. Go talk to Taylor Brooks, or you know, just have a one on one so people can understand you. Don't be like defensive. I mean,
Mm,
that's the way you sell your brand these days. You have to be media friendly. You need to have like on two reporters defending you on TV. All of those players, LeBron, Curry, Giannis, they have a friendly reporter or journalist, quote unquote, on TV. They sit down with them, you know, um, go on a media tour, go to whatever on First Take or something one day. Whatever, just talk and explain why you thinking and whatever. Laugh at yourself. I remember when Curry failed that dunk and tried to shoot a three and hit our air ball. He went on that James Gordon show on TV late night, and they were playing it, and he laughed at himself like LeBron does it. LeBron understood. Those people understood that. Um, hey, I need to be media friendly, so people understand because the media controls how people think. So,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why OKC was not a big market like Los Angeles Lakers, and especially when KD left. Yeah. So he needs to change his way. Even Kobe understood it. Kobe was not very media friendly, and then at the end of his career, he got better and better. And look what happened after his career, right? So that's
Mm-hmm.
what he needs to do.
No, I agree with you, bro. I definitely agree with you, and I just think the Lakers are stuck with Westbrook, man, and they're they're at the point where they literally might just have to. They might literally swallow their pride just to get rid of him. But my thing again is he's not as bad as people say he is.
He's not.
If anything, Anthony Davis did not show up the way he should have showed up this season. That's the big key. Anthony Davis did not ball out. He was in and out. He's injured. Then he comes in off season talking about he ain't touched the ball in 4 months. Now they're talking about him getting shooting practice in with um, that guy, the lethal shooter, the big guy on Instagram and YouTube, which is cool. But what are you doing to make sure your body is ready for an 82 game season? What are you doing for that? I mean, yeah, you can. I mean, it's not your skill set is your problem. It's not your shoot. Like, of course, you shot bad from the field this year, but for the most part, Anthony Davis is pretty skilled. His thing he needs to do is make sure his body is good, like his body is strong, his endurance, his strength, like all those things. What are you doing for that? Um, and LeBron, I mean, he doesn't play defense because he's older now. He's scoring 30, trying to score 30 points per game. I mean, that's individually great, but that drained the hell out the entire team. And hopefully this guy Darvin Ham, I think Darvin Ham and Rasheed Wallace are going to, be two good additions to the Lakers. I think Rasheed's going to make Anthony be more accountable. I think Darvin Ham is going to make LeBron and Westbrook be more accountable.
I think Westbrook was just trying too much last year. He saw, okay, Anthony Davis is injured. Let me try to to give more assists, shoot more, or rebounds more. Maybe that's not part of his games anymore to do all this. So he tried to
Mm,
do too much last year because Anthony Davis was injured. But when AD was playing, Westbrook was better.
right, right.
So um, I don't know if Westbrook's gonna spend the season with the Lakers. I mean, agent leaving, agent saying that he wanted Westbrook to stay in the Lakers, and he was let go. He's implying that he was let go because he told Westbrook to stay with the Lakers. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of soap opera thing going on with the Lakers next season. I don't think Westbrook and LeBron James are cool because last year every day we will see video of Westbrook and LeBron working out at the games, summer league, everywhere together.
Mm,
So all of a sudden they didn't know each other were in the same stadium. Come on, come. They were
yeah,
everywhere
I seen
together.
that. Yeah, I seen that. What's up, Bubba? Bubba. I think he left for a minute. Um,
Oh yeah, what's up? I had to make sure my surrounding was not noisy. My fault.
oh, you good? You good? What's your take, man, on this situation with Westbrook? Has the media ruined his trade value, or is it something else?
Uh, bro, I think he ruined his trade value as well because he didn't play. I mean, I followed Russell Westbrook when he was in OKC. Like, I know how he plays. You know, he can get you the triple doubles, but he's not efficient. You know what I'm saying? He's not a great shooter, and he can pile up a lot of turnovers. You know, this was not something new to me. But when he got on the Lakers, his bad play, because bro, the media just putting out there your performance. You know what I'm saying? You go out there to perform, so the media is just putting out there your own performances. You know, it's not anybody else's performances. They're putting out your performance, and I feel like what happened to Westbrook is kind of a a karma thing because when he was in OKC, we all knew what he used to do to reporters and fans. You know what I'm saying? How he used to go at reporters, and you know what I'm saying, they got a chance to come at him, and I feel like they took full advantage of it. You know, because his if you play with LeBron James, you know what I'm saying, you're like it's like a spotlight is on you. You know what I'm saying? We saw that with Kevin Love, and we saw with other players he played with. So I feel the same thing was done to Westbrook, and when he started playing this bad, you know, always with LeBron James, they find somebody to be the scapegoat. And with him playing as bad as he did play, they made him the perfect scapegoat for it. And as far as Anthony Davis, I was at first I was kind of like what he said that he hasn't touched a basketball in about since April 5th. Like I had a serious problem with it, but later on when I thought about it, I was like, I think it's all right because I mean his season ended. Their season ended in April. I feel like he was just giving himself time, to, like taking the whole of April off so he can maybe start training in May or start training in June because the season starts. Preseason starts in like late September, so he had all this time. So I feel like he wanted to just give his body time to get his body right to make sure he can get prepared for his training routine in June.
Okay. Let me ask you this question then. Do you
Sure.
think so? When I say again, with his statistics are similar throughout mostly his career, and we've seen through the blooper reels I posted earlier that he's made boneheaded plays all throughout his career. Just didn't start this year. He's
Right.
missed dunks, missed layups. He's turned the ball over. Very like just vulgar stuff. You know what I mean? When I see that, and I'm looking with the Lakers, I'm like, what is the difference? Like, what is the difference that because no, they weren't stopping. That wasn't stopping other teams from picking them up. That didn't stop Houston from picking them up. That didn't stop Washington from picking them up, and that didn't stop the Lakers from picking them up. So shouldn't that be equated into the situation as well? Like when I talk about the media, I'm not talking about the reporters. I'm not talking about the beat writers and people with OKC. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the Skip Baylesses, the Shannon Sharps, the Nick Wrights. They have agendas. They don't just to report what it is. They have agendas. They have favorite players. They have things they're trying to get back at Russell Westbrook. I know Skip Bayless has a problem with Russell Westbrook ever since 2000. I think was it 11 or 12 where he said that Russell Westbrook was shooting the ball too much and Kevin Durant was the best player. And you know Westbrook. Ever since then, Westbrook and Skip had a problem. But don't you think though it's kind of strange though that they know that he's been this type of player for this amount of years and they still acting brand new about it?
I mean, I would say some reporters knew, like a Skip Bayless, you know, because Skip Bayless has followed Russell Westbrook's career when he was in OKC when Kevin Durant was there. You know, Skip Bayless knows exactly how Russell Westbrook plays and what comes with his play style. But other reporters, if you didn't really follow him in OKC, you didn't really see him play and pile up all these turnovers because he averaged a triple double in 4 seasons. But if you look at his turnovers, if you look at his efficiency, it is pretty bad. So he can score 47 points, but take 41 shots to get that 47 points. If you didn't really follow him, you didn't really see it now, bro. Like I said, bro, it's karma because, bro, you saw how he used to go at reporters. You see how he used to go at fans. Attacking fans, attacking reporters. Being so disrespectful. So I feel like when they also had a chance, they're not gonna let it go. They're gonna come at you, and you sow what you reap. I mean, you reap what you sow.
What you guys say about that, Bruce?
Uh, I think Westbrook, like I said, Westbrook needs to chill. He needs to relax. It's not that serious. Um, I don't know. Maybe that's his personality. That's the way he is. But um, he needs to just like this upcoming year, just focus on his game and try to end his career better. Um, don't let the media and people on the street or on Twitter or on social media define who you are. The more you try to be, maybe he's trying to say, "Hey, I'm a man. I cannot let people control me or whatever." Just um, just try to be a better basketball player. I mean, you cannot shoot backboard threes anymore. Like if you do a little dunk, you don't have to be like, okay, I score 500 points in that one dunk. I think like you score 500 points in that one dunk. So just try to be more media friendly. And but the media like Skip, he's on Westbrook neck every day. That's
Yeah,
too
every
much.
day, every day. It's gotten to a point where it's almost personal, and I could see why he went like Westbrook personally. I'm just saying, like, it's not that bad. Like them trading Westbrook away is not going to change life for the Lakers.
Mm.
Right. That's absolutely right. And
That's not going
I
to
don't.
change life.
Yeah, I don't agree with Skip Bayless calling him Westbrook. Calling him out of his name. Like, if you want to critique his game, just critique his game. Like, point out the things he's not doing, point out the things he should be doing, and stuff like that. If you call him out his name, like, that's going too far. That's out of line. If Russell Westbrook attacks him for calling him out of his name, I don't have any problem with that. But if they point out your playing style, which you're a bottom, you was at the bottom and free throw percentages, 3-point percentages, like you were that bad, and you got lucky that Trae Young passed you in turnovers because he would have led the league in turnovers as well.
But that's the way Bellis makes his money. He's trying to get
Yep.
attention of players, and players give him what he wants. Now he's on Draymond Green because Draymond Green is trending with his podcast. He wants Draymond Green on his podcast, so his podcast could, have views. So he's trying to. That's the way. He's been on Curry because LeBron might soon leave. So he's on Curry all the time, all the time.
Right.
And he hates Curry because Curry didn't beat LeBron in 2016. That's why he was a big fan on Curry on first day. He was Curry, 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 Curry all the time. He was ready to rip LeBron in 2016, and Steph Curry didn't give it to him. Now Westbrook, because Westbrook was, he thinks Westbrook was not helping Kevin Durant destroy LeBron.
That's
So
my
now
main.
because Westbrook didn't bow down to him, calling him Westbrook, and his wife, Westbrook wife, is on social media asking him to stop. His ego does not allow him to do so. So he's like, Westbrook, blooper all the time. Just like he had an issue with Dame Lillard.
Yep. Just like how he issue with Dame Lillard. He just one of them guys, man. Like I think he made his living off of continuously talking about LeBron. That's how Skip Bayless. That's how you know who he is, and he fed off of it. So this is what the media is. This is what they've all. This is what this. There's no more real reporting anymore. There's no more real critiquing and actually looking at the game. People want to be entertained, but I'm a big believer you can still entertain people by also breaking down the game correctly. Like you guys, we talk constantly. We spitting truth, but we also have laughs on here. It's entertainment and stuff. So you don't have to just down a person just to get some clicks and get some views.
Yeah, I mean, Westbrook brought a lot of this on him too. But him and LeBron can play together. They have they like the same kind of player, but LeBron is more talented, obviously, because of his size and everything.
Hmm.
But they're the same player, and Westbrook is not a shooter. The Lakers should know this before they got him.
I don't know what in the world thought they could get this to work. That just shows you the Lakers front office is not that smart because they just try to bring in all these superstars and then think that's going to get them to deliver them a championship. It's not how it works.
It's crazy. I
Yeah.
mean, he, like LeBron could play on Golden State with shooters. He would thrive. He would have 25 assists a game. Uh, yeah, but he cannot play with Westbrook because Westbrook is not a shooter. You know,
Nope.
and even if AD comes back, they're just gonna double one of them and let Westbrook shoot.
But Westbrook used to
But
be money from the mid range. I don't know what happened to him this season.
Because mid range is not in style anymore. Nobody wants to shoot mid range. It's either the three or drive to the basket. I don't understand. That's why Kawhi is one of my favorite players. Like he's 1A, 1B with Curry because the mid range.
Yeah, and he can
And
shoot threes as well.
yeah. So I don't understand why people don't want to shoot the mid range anymore, but I don't know.
But BJ, you think the Lakers should trade Westbrook?
I mean, they could, but my thing is the Lakers they're not going to win a championship. Not with this roster. Not the way the West is looking the way it is. Not the way that everyone's coming back with a vengeance. Like people thought it was hard last year. Think about what's going to happen this year who's coming back. Clippers, Denver, Warriors, Pelicans. We talked about the Suns. Got Aiden coming back. They're going to be better than the Lakers. The Mavs. Um, you got other upcoming teams. You got the Kings. You got the
Even
T Wolves. You got
even
other teams that are the Blazers. Even though we'll see what happens with them, I don't think they're going to be good, very good. But we're talking about the Lakers. I mean, they're going to have their full roster back. So, and they have made some key additions. But my thing is like again, what is the Lakers' goal? Because you ain't going to win no championship. You made the decision to bring Westbrook in. I think what's going to happen is LeBron at some point either next year or after the season will request a trade. That's what I think is going to
Um,
happen.
I mean, isn't his contract gonna end?
yeah, he'll be a free agent.
Oh, next year? Oh, well, yeah. I think he'll be gone.
I mean, I'm looking all the players they signed. That's pathetic, man. Toscano Anderson, come on. I like him. He makes effort, but this dude is a turnover machine, and he's on so undecisive with his shooting. And San Antonio let go of that player. What's his name? And then the Lakers signed him. All the players that the other teams don't want anymore, Lakers signed. They had a good team with KCP, Caruso, but no, I don't know why they let those guys go. And now Tucker, the Tucker with the Stephen A. Smith airline, come on, man, it's not gonna win. And now they let Malik Monk go.
You say
Who's gonna shoot? They let Malik Monk.
Yeah.
Who's
they brought in that dude, I think Stanley Johnson for him, the guy from the
but
Spurs. I think that's what that
but
was
he
there.
was isn't Stanley Johnson was in the roster last year?
He was what?
He was
He
on
was
the
there
Lakers
last year.
last year.
He
It's
was the
not Stanley
Spurs.
Johnson. I know the player you're talking about.
And I still, oh yeah, the dude from the Spurs,
Yeah. I forgot
the
his name.
the 6'6", 6'7" dude. I can't
Lonnie
think.
Walker.
Lonnie
Lonnie
Walker,
Walker.
him, yeah, Lonnie Walker.
Yeah, he's not that good.
You don't think so?
No, no, no. Lakers
I
gonna
think
be
he
worse.
fits. I think he fits with the Lakers, man. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, Lonnie Walker wasn't he the guy with the hairdo, with the hair thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Kendrick Nunn, no, yeah. They don't have any perimeter shooting. They're gonna be, oh my god,
Yeah, they don't
they're
have
gonna
no
be
shooting.
worse. And Austin Reeves cannot defend. Come on, man.
Man, the Lakers. Yo, that's crazy.
I mean, it's gonna be the LeBron scoring title year.
Yeah, and that ain't gonna get them nothing. That ain't gonna get them nowhere. All that's gonna get them is bounced out again.
Okay, they're gonna try to have Scottie Pippen like he's his father. That Scottie Pippen, I don't know. Sometimes he's a streaky shooter. When he was
Yeah, I feel
playing
like
at
he's a
Vanderbilt,
I feel like he's
yeah,
finesse type of player.
yeah. I
Who
mean,
that?
Sharif,
You said Scottie Pippen Jr.?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and his mother is gonna be all year trying to Malik Beasley, one of them. So
Oh yeah. I mean, could y'all play? Honestly, could y'all play under those conditions with those two, Scottie Pippen and Larson Pippen? The parents acting the way they're playing. If I'm Scottie Pippen Jr., I'm trying to get the hell away from them as far as possible.
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen on the Lakers, that's what his mother wants. She's gonna get a show. Come on, man.
Yeah, she a trip.
I mean, you're gonna see every game the camera on her or Scottie Pippen, trying to bash Jordan. Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a show. I believe LeBron's only there just to break that record, and then he's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Mm,
That's the
I don't
only reason
know.
why he went to LA.
The the Clippers are the best team in LA, and they have a chance to win. I hope they don't blow it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
better not blow. If they blow this one, then if everybody comes and they are healthy, no injuries, nothing going on, and some crazy man, I'm done. I will be done. If they do anything to mess this up,
I mean, there's no excuse. Come on, man. You're a bench. You have starter. Come on. You have the coach.
you have the
You have,
owner,
come on, man.
you
There's
got
no excuse,
everything.
man.
Well, you
Can't.
think they're gonna bring back all these players because they had like 16, 17 players on the roster right now?
They're gonna bring everybody back from 1 to 12. They're gonna bring back. Of course, it's gonna be Kawhi and PG. They're gonna have Reggie, John, Nico, Zubac, Rocco, Norman Powell. Who else? Luke.
Hmm.
Who else I'm thinking of?
They need a replacement for that guy who went to the Knicks. Isaiah
Isaiah
Harden.
Hartenstein.
Hartenstein.
I don't think what I think they're gonna probably do. They're gonna use Covington and them to, they're gonna play small ball. I think what they're gonna do is since Kawhi's coming back, I think they're gonna have 3 or 4 guys at 6'8" and up to help with the rebounding because that's kind of what they did in the playoffs. Like they got their success more through small ball.
Right.
So what y'all think? What you think though?
I mean, this roster should win a championship. If nobody's injured or no nothing, this team should definitely win a championship. All I'm concerned about is Zubac gonna crush the boards. Because I feel like that's one of his something. That's something that he doesn't really do. And last year, Paul George was like, "Bro, that's yours. Like, if you got to clothesline somebody to get that rebound, you have to do it. Whatever you have to do to get those rebounds, you have to do it to secure those rebounds." So I hope he averages double digit in rebounds. Because the Clippers' main problem was rebounds last year, if you remember.
Mm. I mean, yeah. Um, Clippers pissed me off since the Chris Paul days, since Lob City. Too many wasted years.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you had players. You had players that could defend, shoot, and you losing. Come on, man. Like this. I don't see anybody in the West with more talented roster than the Clippers for the next year.
Bro, I
So
was listening to this interview with John Wall, a little snippet with him and you guys know Usmik, the
Yeah, I think
Clipper,
I heard of it.
yeah, the Clipper insider. He was talking about him with John Wall, and he said a lot of people forgot about him, and he said it doesn't take much to make them remember again. So all in all, I think Wall's gonna have a big year.
John Wall, that's another player Skip Bayless hate. So you're gonna hear that. Anything happen to the Clippers? I know Skip is a Kawhi fan again, so you know, don't be surprised if John Wall is the scapegoat. I know Skip is gonna be a big Clippers fan next year.
Yeah, he already picked him to win it all. I mean, I picked him to win it all too. I just want them to go in and get it done so people can shut up.
Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna go straight to the parade out here in LA, right there. I'm gonna be on that parade boat.
Yeah. You should vlog it and post it.
Oh yeah, 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 for sure, man. I'll definitely do that. Just gotta wait and see what happens. But
What happens, right?
yeah, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to put too much into. I'm like, it looks good, but it's just like Denver just keeps that series just sticks in my head. That bubble, that was y'all, that
Oh
was
yeah.
bad.
I mean, that was the bubble championship. They were the best team.
You know what kills me though? what makes me mad is that I know if we would have faced the Lakers, we would have beat them. I know if we would have faced them, we would beat them.
Definitely.
So now all it has to happen is the Lakers can lose to us. Like they lost the last 8 meetings to us, but still they keep burning back to that bubble. Oh, do you have that championship? So it's like you kind of really can't say nothing because yeah, they got the they got what everybody was going towards as a championship. Like the bubble is the best thing to happen to them. Because if they didn't have that bubble championship, they would have nothing to talk about. But
I mean, as a Clippers fan, I would say, I mean, I mean, you got your championship, the bubble, because of LeBron arranged uh, championship. It was I mean, you play against a depleted Miami Heat, so right, everybody was injured in I mean, against Miami, and mental health is a big thing now, right? So a lot of Clippers players were dealing with mental health. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, that's facts. That's facts. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna go and shut this live down, man. Get ready for this Saturday. But we'll be back on tomorrow morning at 9:15 Pacific Standard Time. So that's 12:15 Eastern Standard Time for you, Bub, and I think 11:15 for you, Bruce, and Houston.
yeah, that's
Yes,
cool.
sir. All right, fellas. Well, I appreciate y'all coming on.
All right.
All right, bro.
See y'all tomorrow. All right, so that concludes the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. We appreciate y'all coming through, man. Continue to like this channel, you know what I'm saying, as well as continuously stay locked in and stay tuned. Appreciate everybody that's showing love to the channel. Donations. Again, if you guys want to donate, I can do so in the ticker. $BJ Matthews. Again, that's $BJ Matthews for the quality content that we continue to put out there for y'all. We are definitely appreciated. But until next time, we respectfully say pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull out. Peace. Out like swimwear.